So, yeah, if you see a stream like an hour early tomorrow, then that's why. Wake up, fam. Alright, bring me a cup of coffee, please. I'd be so happy to get a cup of coffee right now. But then... Ah! But then I would never sleep. Vinny, what is this? I didn't pay for this dribble. It's drivel. But, more so than that, you're not a subscriber, so you're not paying for it. You may notice that the Vine GUI emote is currently gone. There's a version 2.0 on the way, with better tongue interaction. Man, it's weird going from Smash Brothers Brawl to this. I say that every time, but it's so true. Or just any Smash Brothers to this, because I want to do, like, the smash moves, but they don't work. I'm like, why don't I get the up smash? I think I need to become the GUI. Hang on. Oh. Didn't I do this level already? Wait a minute, this is really familiar. Oh wait, no, I think I just did this in the main quest. Like fairly recently. This is a whole other thing. So, why did DDD decide to become this twat? This twaddle-dee. Erasmus von D III has passed. Why are you fighting this guy again? I don't know, I guess it was an accident. But now DDD's gone. Of course, me choosing the chef, as I said last time, was probably not the best idea. Chef has like 3 moves aside from cooking. And again, the cooking move is excellent, but it gets kind of boring to play as the chef. Gooey coming through-y. Vinny, you have no one to blame but yourself. Why don't blame anyone? Alright, goodbye, Gooey. I wish there was a way to disable that. Vinny, how was PAX? Well, yesterday I did a full, like, 45-minute discussion about PAX, and I showed a video. So if you want details, they're all there. The short of it is I had a really, really good time, and it might have been one of my favorite PAXs yet. Just on a personal level. And I also am very tired from it. Still. I'm still, like, in PAX decompression mode. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Tronbon, you just made it back? How was the flight? Jeez. From America to Japan. So Tronbon is one of the artists at Inti Creates. You know, Blaster Master, some other stuff. one of stuff that name I forget. Gunvolt, Mighty Gunvolt. Sorry, I didn't mean to, like, not Inti, just extended family. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Extended family works, okay. I got it wrong. I mean, you can see how I get confused. You know, you're at the booth. I get confused. Well, you did a good job with the booth. But yeah, it was good. I mean, really, it's one of those things where if I complain about, like, how tiring PAX was, there's always something worse, because, like, Screenwave had a really big booth this year, and the guys at Screenwave had to deconstruct the whole goddamn thing before they could go home. You know, so, like, exhibitors had to, like, deconstruct their booths, they had to, like, carry shit, they had to probably travel to Japan, in your case, Tronbon. Vinny, did the scum guys have to wipe all the scum off the walls? You don't understand, though. That was the best part of PAX. Walking around PAX. Only to turn a corner and see the word cum, because the S was obscured. But no, it was good. It was busy, though. It really was busy for me too, but not in the same way it was for, like, exhibitors. So I give credit and props to people that have to, like, bring all that stuff with them and create and then deconstruct a booth. Crazy shit. But for me, the busy work for me was filming and then having a bunch of people ask me to play their games, which I played no games. I was like, nope. But I did filming, yes, walking around and having people want me to check out their stuff, which was cool. But then I signed for, like, 1 hour one day, 2 hours another day, and it was cold. PAX is now just cold con. It's fucking snowed. So, yeah, I had a good time. But, like, I'm happy that I can turn extrovert Vinny off for a couple days. Even though this is kind of extrovert Vinny to some extent. It's good to be home. And it's good to not have to... It's good to not have to talk to, like, you know, 12 people at once. What's this about Scum? Well, there's a game at PAX called Scum. And they had this massive sign, but the problem is the S would be obscured. And it would just say come. Like, check out my video, you'll see it on the Full Sauce channel at some point. It'll be, it was kind of only a little edited. Like, I kind of edited it a bit, but I also spoke over it live. And you can see the footage that I took. And it happened like 3 separate times where I was like, really, again? Vinny, but there's literally more than 12 people here. I know that, but I can also just shut up for a couple minutes. I don't have to reply to everybody. You know, when you're, I mean, this is gonna be common sense now, but at a convention, you know, people start to kind of gather around and you have to shout over the music and all the sounds and all the people yelling so that you can talk to people, and then, you know, people are asking me stuff, and it's like, it's a really engaging thing. Like, it's a great way to interact with the audience. But, like, 3 or 4 days of that, and I'm, like, down to just crawl into a hole for a couple weeks. Vinny, what age did you start becoming successful at this? I guess 28. So for me, it's still kind of weird because, you know, you go 28 years regular, and then people want to meet you at conventions, which is still not all that much of a thing. But it still trips me out a little bit. I try not to get you too used to it, though. What's this? And Joel is almost like 28 now? No, he's 9 years younger than me. I'm 32. So, math. So, someone in chat said, but you have to shout over the game noises. Not really, I have a compressor to do that. I can speak at, like, a very, very moderate volume, and I don't have to project too much, a little bit. But if I'm feeling like I want to just sit back and relax and have a chill stream, I can do that. That's why I've always been, like, baffled by people who go to cons, like, every week. Like, there are some people that make a living at conventions, and they'll, like, drive across the country and go to conventions and do their bit. And I'm like... So, the driving can get pretty fucking exhausting, too, in its own way. Because you do have to be alert. You can't just turn your brain off while you're driving. Even if it is kind of chill at times and it gets kind of boring, do not fall into that trap. And I don't think I'm, by default, a long-distance driver. Like, 3 hours is where I start hitting a wall, and I'm like, wow, this needs to end. So anyway, the point is, conventions, cool. PAX, cool. I enjoyed it. And I really loved, like, hanging out with people and getting to see some people, like, friends, like Trombon and Chat, for example. And the mods that I hung out with, and Imakuni, and, Germa, Kryken, and all the other people, like, from my network, Screenwave. Like, that's the best part. The video games are pretty cool too, though. I just don't play them. The free shit is also nice, I will say that. There wasn't as much free shit this year, though. Like, they call it swag. I call it scum. No, there really just wasn't that much free shit that I was able to, retrieve. I got, like, I got a Blaster Master pin from Inti, and it has wheels that rotate. That was my favorite free thing that I got. Aside from the Tommy Wiseau pillow, but that was from one of you guys. Whoever did that, I called him out the other night, last night, and that was the best one. I did not get the Stress Banana from Nintendo, nor did I get a Funky Kong poster. So, yeah. I got a free Discord shirt, but it's one size too large. They're like, oh, you're a partner? Here, have a shirt. I was like, cool, thanks. Can you fix my account, by the way? I was like, locked out because of my cell phone troubles. They couldn't fix it. I also didn't look for as much free shit. I know that there are people that are really good at finding, like, the booths that give out the free stuff. I tend to just give out the free stuff, like, you know, Duck Suit. Which I'm totally out of, by the way. I think I have one Vinesauce deodorant left. One duck for myself. I'm totally out of Stress Pickles. And no more kazoos. Like, I am now officially out of merch. I have to make more, like, free shit. What about guitar picks? Oh, I traded guitar picks with someone. I didn't have any left to give out, but I reached into my pocket and actually... I fucked up. Someone came up to me and wanted to give me a guitar pick, so I just traded them. Oh wait, no, there's nothing up there. We're good. There we go. Where can you get a diarrhea kazoo? Well, those are a special edition. Yeah, those are known to give people diarrhea. So I would recommend those. Those are on ownage.com/Vinesauce. You can check the description in my Twitch page to go to the merch store, and you can get the grab bag, which will give you a diarrhea kazoo. Wow. Umbrella, thank you so much. It's really nice of you, umbrella person. Parasol. Vinny, help, I've played through this mode 29 times. "29 times, you say?" How can you do that? How can you spend that much times? That's a real whole lot of times, you know that. I just don't think this has that kind of replayability. It is good though. I guess if you do every single character, it's like slightly different every time, so that's kind of good. I mean, I've probably played through Kirby's Dream Land like 29 times. Because, you know, back in my day when the game was the game. No, when I was Bab and games were hard to come by, and you just played the games that you had over and over and over again. Kirby's Dream Land was one of those games. I really liked it, and I wanted to discover all the secrets. And it was one of those things where, like, if you missed a path, or if you saw something you thought might have a secret, like, I would take a mental note and then come back next time. Whoa, how do I do that move? That's not fair. This chef has better moves than I do. My style is completely unblockable! No. So yeah, Kirby, original Kirby I would play all the time. Link's Awakening, the Mario games on the Game Boy, Wario Land. I wish life had, like, statistics, and you could, like, kind of, like, go into your ARM computer and see how many times you've played a game. Luckily, we kind of have stats like that now, kind of. Stoil. S-C-H-O-I-T-O-L. New Black Mirror concept. Man. What was it called? 20 million merits? That one is just so... it's already here. Just not as much. It's like it's close, but it's getting more and more like that. 15 million merits. Okay, I added an extra 5 million merits. That's way too many merits, as you know. Even streaming, you know, even streaming has some level of that. Like, I started streaming, I think back to, like, my days on, like, Newgrounds and like, what I wanted to do. And streaming is so fucking perfect for me that it's no wonder I took to it. It's no wonder I continue to do it almost every day. Like, the social aspect of streaming, I really like. I don't really need the social media stuff. I don't need, you know, like, internet points. I don't need to show off, like, my dinner and stuff. But I really, really like showing off stuff in games. So I don't want to be a total hypocrite about it, but... Do you remember the first game you ever streamed? Chrono Trigger. I had a dream one night, like an actual dream, not like an idealistic vision, but I had a dream that I streamed Chrono Trigger, and then I did. Them dreams seem to work out pretty nicely for me. My fucking subconscious is better at knowing what I want from life than I am. Why does it always happen to you? I don't know. But we got the name Redvox for the band from a dream. I got In a Dream from a dream, From the Stars, some of In the Garden, like another 3 or 4 songs from Another Light. So yeah, it just happens. I don't really know. Lately, my dreams have been like traveling dreams, which I guess makes sense, but nothing of note. Then again, I haven't paid attention. I should probably start writing them down again, because that's the really... That's how you get some fucking good ones. If you want to start lucid dreaming, writing your dreams down in a little diary or something, as soon as you wake up, is the best way to remember your dreams better. Vinny, would you ever want to go on tour if you knew people would come? What do you mean, like scum? If I knew people would scum? Yeah, I would do a little bit of a tour, but I get exhausted quick, and I am a homebody. So I would do it, but it would not be... I wouldn't want it to be like a massive tour. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. If not, I'm fine doing what I'm doing now. I'm really okay with it. I like it. But, I mean, at the very least, at some point, when I'm not being lazy or busy, or when the band is, like, more... Like, okay, when we have this bonus thing released, we're gonna do shows. It's probably gonna be in Brooklyn, and maybe some shows in Manhattan. Maybe some stuff in Jersey. So, like, yeah, local stuff. Philadelphia is not out of the question. I'm not going to be playing. We're not going to be doing TMG this year, sorry. It's just too soon. But I also, like, conventions are cool too, because I get to do a show in a different way. Like, I like doing the panels where I don't have to prepare. I can just go up there and do, like, a real-life stream for an hour and just, like, interact with an audience. I really enjoy doing that. Like, I didn't think I would. I wasn't sure I'd be interested in that, but then I did it a couple times, and now I'm very comfortable with it, and I love it. I missed a secret? Oh, shit. How does Spotify revenue work? Well, here's what you do. First, you put your music on Spotify, then you bend over, and you get very little. Oh no! Oh no! The weak have been culled. I like how there's like a little, like, speed trail behind Kawasaki, even if he's walking. Someone said I listen to Vin's music on Spotify, now I feel bad. No, 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 don't feel bad, really. I use Spotify. I listen to all my shit on Spotify. It's just, it doesn't... It's one of those things that it's a necessary evil. Kinda like the song I played during the break on Spotify. I think... Here's what happens. So, Spotify has ads. And if you listen to Redvox and you listen to some of those ads, for every couple of listens, or every listen, you get like a microcent. And for every person that's subscribed to Spotify, like I am, that microcent also goes to you if they listen to you. So if I listen to, you know, Unknown Mortal Orchestra 10 times in a week, they will make a couple cents. Now times that by, you know, a couple million people. So no, I have not made very much money from Spotify, but that's not the goal with Spotify. Like, I've made a couple bucks, definitely more than I expected to. It's kind of cool. But I also don't mind people listening to the thing for free. That's why I put it on YouTube. Like, I'm just looking to, you know, recover the production cost. That's really it. And I have, so... Okay, well, that's not true. I recovered the production cost, but I did not recover the studio cost. That's a whole different story. But I'm fine. It's a labor of love. The dude from Wolfpack did an interview, and he talked about Spotify. And he was like, man, I'm gonna lower the game a little bit. This game is loud. The guy from Wolfpack was on being interviewed about Spotify, and he had nothing good to say about it. Jack Stratton, yeah. Do you need a studio? Why not just do it at home? I'm not a producer. I'm not an engineer. And Joe, who is a friend, but also a very good bassist and producer. Like, thank God we go to the studio, because, like, you know, you gotta set up a drum kit, you gotta be able to mic the drum kit, you gotta buy all the mics. It's a really involved process, and it's not something that I could do at home Especially involving drums. Like, I could program drums, but what's Mike gonna do? Sit on his thumb? Twiddle his finger? So no, I think a studio is necessary, and you can do so much more in a studio. You can really explore the space, and you can take advantage of that, and Joe has Pro Tools, and I don't know how to use it. Like, I can put together like, music in a DAW and make it sound listenable, but I'm not gonna make it sound good, or like, great. I also do not have any room for a drum set. And I would not know how to mic it, it's a whole lot of extra work that I just don't want to investigate. So for someone who just said they have a drum kit and they've mic'd it easily. Like, I'd never learned how to mic a drum kit. Properly. And then you need soundproofing, and then, like, if you're in a residential neighborhood, you know, drumming could be, like, really annoying. Yeah, there's 1,000 variables, and so the studio is the best option. Someone said, "God damn it, why is this game so cute?" I'm gonna tell it to stop being cute. I don't even have room for an electric drum kit. I would love one, though, to practice on. But, you know, maybe one day I would I guess a goal in my life eventually would be to have my own little studio. At that point, you know, I would learn a lot more. Maybe have my own drum kit, and I've always wanted to learn how to play drums. It just seems like fun. Like, I play them a bit, and it's a lot of fun, and I think I can be good at it. But that's sometime in the future. Another one of my short-term goals, which has not happened yet, is piano lessons. So I've considered that. I've considered vocal lessons to improve, because I like the tone of my voice, but it can be really difficult to maintain the integrity of it and to stay on key and to do more with it. Like, I have no shame, no pride issues taking lessons for anything. I know my strengths and weaknesses, but I think it would also be a lot of fun. Especially learning piano, which I'm okay at keyboard. I can play a couple chords, but I would love to be like Diesel. In fact, I've written a number of songs on the keyboard. So I genuinely love playing. I love playing it. I'm just rubbish at it. I have so much respect for people that can play piano well. Vinny, do you think that your smoking has had any impact on your vocal ability? Yeah, it definitely made my voice more raspy. Which I'm kind of moving away from a little bit because it's maybe not where I want to be anymore. But it also decreased my lung strength. So like, yeah, sure, I had the rasp going, but I didn't have like the power behind it to make it happen. So now that my lungs are pretty much fully recovered from smoking, or just about, I feel there's more strength in there. It's been like 5 years. It's actually been about 4 years, I think. It's not been 5 years. My brain hurts a lot. 5 years, that's all we've got. We've got 5 years. There we go. Vinny, did you get suckered by nicotine? I did, yeah. I was a little addicted to cigarettes. As in, like, I was addicted. Yes. Many years ago now. One good thing is, though, I was able to quit cold turkey more or less, and I didn't need, like, the gum or the patch or anything like that. So I just kind of dealt with it, and I wasn't the heaviest smoker. I was only a couple a day, like 3 or 4 a day, and then weekends it would be like half a pack. So that's not too, it still sucks, but, and I had withdrawals, but I was able to do it. I sometimes have, oh man, guys, I have these weird dreams. Speaking of dreams from before, I have these weird fucking dreams sometimes where I'm smoking a cigarette and it sucks and I hate the way it feels and I hate that I broke the streak of not smoking for 4 years, and then I wake up, I'm like, oh, thank God. Addiction is the perfect Kirby topic. Actually, it kind of is if you think about it. Kirby is so... Oh, that's crackly. Kirby's like super addicted to suck and food. But anyway, we've done most of this already. This is, you know, post-game, so I don't feel too bad talking about random shit because the main game has been finished and I'm just going through levels again, but as a chef. I watched a Did You Know Gaming about Todd Howard today while I was unpacking my stuff. Don't ask. Don't ask, it just happened. It showed up on my feed, I was like, sure. And I kind of gained a little bit of respect for the guy. Like, I know we joke about Todd and his lies, but, you know, he pretty much saved Bethesda and turned them into what they are now, for better or worse. And, yeah, I mean, I give the dude credit for what he's a... Huh. That's familiar. I think people joke about hating Todd, but... if there's real hate in there... if there's real hate in there, then I have to question, like, why is there so much hate in your heart? What has he done? Show me on the Dovahkiin where the bad man touched you. But I mean, I will agree that he has offensive, overselling tendencies where, you know, the tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies thing, there's accuracy in that. And the re-releases, well, did you know Final Fantasy VI was re-released like 11 times? I think Todd is just trying to beat that. Vinesauce, we're getting 100 ports of Skyrim instead of Elder Scrolls 6. Well, okay. You're not wrong. I'm hoping we'll get an announcement soon. I blame Elder Scrolls Online more than I blame Skyrim re-releases. I don't think a lot of work goes into a port with some slightly improved textures and stuff. I doubt that's the reason why we haven't gotten Elder Scrolls 6. Five. 6. Yes, 6. It's money for old rope, man, you know. Is that a good thing? Well, not necessarily. But as a company, yeah, I mean, that's the bottom line is if you owned a company and you're like, hey, we could just throw Skyrim on a cell phone and we would make a fuckload of money. Okay, well, how much time would it take? About a month. Alright, do it. And then you get, like, you know, some interns, or maybe like a small little team, or maybe you outsource it to a different team altogether. And I'm not trying to defend Todd, because I don't know him, he, you know, I don't really care about Todd. I don't, I'm just kind of trying to play devil's advocate here, because it's so easy to make fun of the guy. I think the false promises are worse than the re-releases of Skyrim. But, you know, we just had Fallout 4 a couple years ago, which was not that great. It was good. The thing I'm worried about is the quality is kind of... the quality is decent, of, like, for both Skyrim and Fallout 4. Oh, Jesus. But many have, you know, like, found something wrong. Like, it's a step backwards. Like, they're dumbing down the games, maybe. So I worry that Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be super dumbed down, like, too accessible. Someone in chat says, I think they need a new IP. That could reinvigorate them. That could be good for them. Like, I want Elder Scrolls 6. I really do. But, yeah, a new IP would be great. And not a card game. But, you know, like I said the other day, Blizzard, Valve, Rockstar, there's been huge gaps in their release schedules because of it's just not profitable to make a game anymore and then move on to the next project immediately and release like a new game every year or two. It's much more profitable to spend your time milking one game, adding stuff to it, you know, finding ways to monetize it. Do I support this necessarily? Not really. But in Valve's case, they just created a platform and then they were like, nope, we don't have to make any more games. So I guess ultimately, I feel like Bethesda can pull a Skyrim 6 out of their ass. Skyrim 2. I feel like they can do it. I feel like they've been working on it, and I feel like we're gonna get it eventually, but between Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 4, and to some extent, the Skyrim remasters, or re-releases, to some extent, not a full extent. So it looks like I'm doing this again. From cult to cult, do you think Bethesda will make a new engine? That's my, that's officially my biggest hope for Elder Scrolls 6. Like, we need a brand new engine. We need better combat. Like, there's a lot that can be done. I think it's time. I think Fallout 4 was the last straw. I think, and you know, people weren't that happy about that. Where it was like, here we go again. Just another upgraded, modified version of the previous engines. Someone in chat said, I'm hoping this new Cyberpunk game will kickstart more innovation into the industry. Well, that's up to CD Projekt Red, right? Because CD Projekt Red is a great developer. I loved The Witcher 3 from what I played of it, which was like, you know, 12 hours or more. I think the Cyberpunk game is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. But also, when I think back to the combat of The Witcher, it doesn't stand out to me as anything special. It's just competent. So I hope it's fun to play. I hope Cyberpunk is as good as The Witcher, but with better combat. Galactonite. Morphonite. Oh, interesting. On the Day of Judgment, this fluttery fiend will fly into action, brought into existence by the greatest warrior in the galaxy. Reborn as a knight of doom through the years of adversity, now begins an epic battle with a pure being twisted by a dark past. Someone in chat said, I like how you paused before you mentioned that you liked Witcher 3 as if it was somehow a controversial opinion. You totally misread that. The thing is, I didn't finish The Witcher 3. I only put about 12 hours into it. So, while I did really, really love the game, I did not put enough time into it to say, like, oh yeah, I'm a huge fan. That would be disingenuous. Anyway, this is kind of cool. Morpho Knight. Level up plus allies equals easier bosses. Morpho Knight is based on a beta Meta Knight design. Oh, okay, that's cool. Have you considered streaming The Witcher 3 after Skyrim? If you Google Vinesauce, Full Sauce, Witcher 3, I have some streams of it. I did the Bloody Butcher. Was it Bloody Baron? Something like that. And some other shit. And I really liked it. Then why didn't you beat it? Well, you see how I am with games. I get bored of them. That's like an 80-hour game. And also as a streamer, I'm playing like 2 games a night. You know what I mean? Like almost every day I'm playing 2 games a night. And then I have like a bunch of other shit going on. It gets exhausting to play that much video game. And then other shit comes out that I want to play and I play that instead. So basically, the answer is, it's complicated. There's a number of answers. And then if I'm like a month away from the game and I haven't played it in a month, I'm like, well, now it's too late. Vinesauce, that didn't stop you from finishing Breath of the Wild. Chat. Chat. I had planned on streaming that from the beginning. I streamed it. Maybe I like Breath of the Wild better than The Witcher. Maybe that was something I was looking forward to for years. Hang on a minute. Before I do this, someone recommended something else. Just want to check something out. So I have everyone here now. So when you're marks, like some of the other characters have different starting screens or different starting levels, right? I guess not. Marks has different levels sprinkled throughout his run. Okay, fair enough. That's not really enough for me to want to play through the whole thing again, though. Even though I love playing as Marks. Okay, so this is boss thing now. Let's see. Oh, I see how this goes. This is kind of cool. Okay, so you get to choose this, kind of like Smash Brothers. I'm gonna start with a Zesty Expedition. Gotta do ultimate choice once to unlock the Dream Friends in it. Wait a minute, so if you eat the food early, people are saying I wasted the food. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, that food is for later. I get it. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I made this harder on myself. Nope. I was inside the king. King DDD's inside story. Oh yeah, up-down attack is a good one. So, there's, what do I have to do again to unlock my dream friends? I say dream friends, I don't mean dream friends at all, actually. The helpers, you know, the special good, the special fellers. Just beat this once? Oh, okay, great. You don't even have to touch the ground. Vinesauce, you have to keep a detailed journal of your dreams for a while. That was like 20 minutes ago we were talking about the dream journal thing. You are not wrong, though. It's true. The longer you keep a dream journal, the easier it becomes to lucid dream. Which requires a bit of other effort, too, from what I understand. Wow, this fucking thing is so cheap. Hey chat, just a random thought, but maybe someone here knows it. Knows the answer. When does the new Soul Calibur come out? Did that game get a release date? I just randomly started thinking about it. I was like, oh right, yeah, there's a new Soul Calibur. No date yet, okay. Oh, that sneeze hurt. Stop that. Do not hurt the curb. Now, I know what you're thinking, Vinny. This is so cheesy you could put this on a sandwich. And you are not wrong. Which brings me to my next question. What is your favorite cheese to put on a sandwich? This is an important question. I need to know the answer. Cheddar. Yep. Yeah, cheddar. It's the most popular cheese. Munster? Oh, good choice. Provolone, yeah, provolone's usually my go-to. I go, provolone for most things, a little bit of cheddar, and I like Swiss for a bunch of other things. Kraft singles? Nope. Nope. I can't do cheese product anymore. I can taste it. I know it's weird for me now, and it's just like, I know what it is, and it just makes me feel... I don't like the taste, and it makes me feel weird too. I'm like, no. I think it's fine on some things, like shitty burgers. It's fine on shitty burgers. Okay, it might be time for me to stop streaming for the night. But this is a good way to unlock... This is a good way to unlock a variety of puzzle pieces. And it is fun. New difficulties unlocked. Also, True Arena is still, you know, it's still on the way. So there's more to do. There's definitely more boss rush, too. And having unlocked... Whoa, voice, what the hell? Having unlocked the helpers is gonna be really good. And you can... Well, let me do one as marks. And you can choose to actually, like, spawn in helpers, too. One boss, 6 tomatoes. And there will be future updates with more content. That's something I've heard, and I await such a thing. Hang on a second. do you do the thing again? Yeah, I'd say this makes things a little easier. Marx is just too strong. Too strong. Do max difficulty. I will next time. I just wanted to do one quick boss fight. We'll definitely come back to this, and I'll continue unlocking stuff, and we'll check out some more of the helpers. And yeah, so there's at least one more Kirby stream. At least. Until the DLC. No, I'll do max difficulty next time, don't worry. Vinny, I have tallied up how long you've streamed the main story of Breath of the Wild. It's nearly 90 hours. That's right. It is nearly 90 hours, and that was a game I was... Like, I made room for that in my schedule. I was like, that I want to play. When The Witcher happened, I was pretty much just... like playing the game for my own fun, and I was like, oh, I'll stream it once, and I really liked it, but it was not something I wanted to fit into the schedule. You never know for the future. I mean, if at some point I end up with a lot of extra time, I would consider streaming The Witcher 3, but it's probably not going to happen anytime soon because I have so much other stuff I want to get to. And 80-hour games make me kind of nauseous thinking about streaming them. Not Zelda. Zelda, that's different because that game was, you know, that's my favorite series aside from Metroid, so, and it was just a really engrossing and great game. But still, never say never. Now, thank you for watching. Someone said, Jesus, chat person, why not just play The Witcher yourself? I'm sure they have. They just like it so much they want to see me stream it too. Which means they also like me so much that they want to see me stream it too. Which is kind of flattering. Which is why I don't get angry and instead just try to explain how I feel about the situation.